right, we're down to our last person. All right, we got our last comedian coming up. Another great guy. He does all the open mics around here. You might recognize him, maybe, maybe not. Give it up for Jason Wool.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Hustler. Thank you for all you ladies and gentlemen coming out tonight. Sorry to disappoint you if y'all came to see Adam Sandler tonight. I'm not Adam Sandler.
You kind of look like him. Yeah. That's exactly.
Everybody says I look like Adam Sandler. I know. You said it. People say it all the time. I'm Jewish. I am circumcised, if you want to know.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow, exactly. Some people say I also kind of look like DJ Khaled. You see it too, right? Okay. Y'all ever seen DJ Khaled eat on Instagram when he's doing some of his stuff? He's a really great guy. You see him doing all sorts of crazy stuff. He eats like a motherfucker, man. He can tear up some food. I kind of think I look like maybe Adam Sandler if DJ Khaled ate Adam Sandler. Does that make more sense? You like that one, huh? You're like, oh, fuck. I gotta admit that. That's all right. That's good. I am a little bit of a big boy. Last time I saw more than just the tip of my penis, Obama was in office. Wow, you miss Obama too, huh? I miss seeing more than just the tip of my penis. Maybe we'll see Obama and the tip of my penis one day again together. Hey. That's kind of like the last time I looked in one of those full-length mirrors naked. My belly button looked in the mirror too and winked back at me and said, hey. Yeah. So let's give it up for our other comedians that were here. We had Jose and Malcolm. Do you guys know Jose's father his father was a firefighter, Spanish firefighter? Yeah, that's why his name's Jose. You know what his dad named his second brother? Bosby. Y'all know Spanish. His third brother was Josi. Help you? Help me. That's kind of like he was talking about Jews and bagels, right? I always thought it was kind of interesting. Jews do love bagels. But why don't they fucking make everything bagels, right? With bacon. Jews won't eat them, right? Sacrilegious. That's kind of like if you're a Jewish stock trader, right? Is it okay to buy and sell and trade bacon stocks? Or is that like sacrilegious? You gotta go to like confession for something like that or something? So as I said, my name is not Adam Sandler. My real name actually is Jason Wool, W-O-O-L, like a sheep. I realized over the years I have to say wool like a sheep because everybody always thinks I say wolf, W-O-L-F. And I'm like, no, people, it's not wolf, it's wool like a sheep. Don't y'all know you're fucking farm animals? People don't know. It's like I came across somebody with a last name Wolf, and I was like, do you have a problem with your last name? And people not understand it. They're like, yeah, everybody always says it's Wool. I'm like, God damn, people are idiots. Do I look like the wolf that's going to dress up like your grandma in her clothes? No. Maybe, thanks. I don't look like one of those transvestites, so no. Let alone a wolf that's going to dress up like your grandma, thanks. Maybe over here. I'm more like the wolf in sheep's clothing that's going to be like, hey, grandma, why don't you come over here and take them dentures out your mouth so I can get some real head? Come on over here, grandma. Let me bend you over the bed like the gilf that you are. Hey. That's a little bit more like me. But the other comedian was talking about restaurants and different things in Miami and stuff that he was going to. And I passed this restaurant the other day over in Hialeah. And I'm a gringo. I'm going to do my best to pronounce this. It's Casa de Maíz, the House of Corn, right? So I'm like, the House of Corn, let me look this place up. I'm like, what's on their menu, right? Guess what's on their menu? Corn, 27 different ways. Corn on the cob, boiled corn, corn this. It's like the Bubba Gump shrimp with corn, right? I'm like, what difference does it make how they serve it to you? Why don't they just serve it in the toilet? It's coming out the same way either way, right? In the end? I know, that was a corny joke. So, I have these other two jokes that one of them I've been doing for a little bit, and I realized there's maybe a prequel to it. And I'm going to try it out on y'all ladies today. We'll see. When I was growing up, I went to a rich summer camp for kids, for Jewish kids, right? Well, I was the Jewish kid that got the scholarship. So that meant that my parents didn't have to pay all the money. Well, guess what? I realized Tamika realized that she got the scholarship with me too. Beautiful black woman. Well, Tamika liked white Jewish boys. Tamika was the first black girl I ever kissed. That's when I realized black women taste like cocoa butter. I was like, damn. She also gave me the best pickup line I think ever. Tell me if it's not true for a black girl. I've picked up a couple before. I promise I won't touch your hair. All right. Well, give or take. Well, then I moved on from kissing Tamika. Tamika Jones was her real name. This was a true story. I grew up with a couple of friends, Chris and Mike, and we were dating these three girls. The six of us hung out together. And my one friend, Chris, he was dating Hope. My other friend, Mike, he was dating Faith. Guess who I was dating? Charity. Now, I don't know if that was her future stripper name or that was her real name kind of thing, or she just felt bad for me. Either way, when I lost my virginity to her, I didn't know if I was supposed to pay her or not. This is a true story. I really did lose. Her name was Charity Jordan. And I thought it was special. It was the first time. I was like, is this love? She looked at me. She was like, this isn't love. Everybody's got to get back to your community. I was like, damn, girl. That's when I realized that was her nonprofit project. But hey, it was the best donation I ever made to charity. It was tax deductible, right? Let's see. Living here in Florida and Miami, I make some weird observations. If you guys ever driven down 95 if you're going down 95 on the south side, right by Miami, Gardens Drive and 95, there used to be the ticket clinic there on the right-hand side of the road. You guys ever see that? You've seen it? You know what's there now? A church. They put a church there. And I swear to God, the name of the church is the Ineffable Church. I'm like, the Ineffable Church? I'm like, who in the world came up with this name, the Ineffable Church? I'm like, I could go over there and put the F in church if I want. As Tao was saying, some of these are deep, some of us. We have that dark, deep comedy, some of us. That's kind of like I lived down in Miami as well, and over on 62nd and 7th Avenue, there's this building on the southeast corner, and there's no branding on it, just in big, bright neon letters that says, I see myself in you. And there's a pair of glasses. And every time I pass it, I'm like, what is this place? Why does it have no branding on it? Why does it just say, I see myself in you? And I'm like, is that the Miami Women's Rape Crisis Counseling Center? I see myself in you. So, when I was growing up, I took the English language a little too seriously. And with it being too serious, I heard about the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'm like, Jehovah's Witnesses? I'm like, what the fuck did these people witness? I'm like, a bad plane crash, a train crash, like, were they molested and saw somebody? Like, what did they get so fucked up for that they had to sit around in a meeting once a week and literally be like, we're fucked up, is what I thought. That's when I found out that weekly meeting was them going to church. Oops. That's kind of like the Salvation Army. I was like, what's the Salvation Army? Are these a bunch of guys that dress up in robes on Saturdays and Sundays, run down the street singing hymns and trying to recruit you for God's army? Then I found out that was just a fucking thrift store. Oops. They got some good deals though with the Salvation Army. Then there was the NAACP. I knew that was the I thought or heard it was the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Little did I realize that I thought it was the National Association Against Colored People. Oops. Well, that's like a creamery and a crematorium, right? When I was a little kid, I thought that no matter which way my mom told me, like, hey, one's where you go and get ice cream. The other ones where, like, you go and they burn people after they're dead. I was like, this just doesn't make sense, Mom. And all I could imagine was, like, Auschwitz with sprinkles. Ooh. You guys like it a little bit dark and a little bit thoughtful. All right, I got you. Let's try these out then for you. Living in Miami, I realized Jesus can go both ways. She's going, Wait, be careful before. I'm not going to deface and defame Jesus. I'm not talking about gay, straight, transsexual. That's where your head went first, right? I know. You looked at your friend like,
I'm just trying to see where you're going.
So I'm talking about the pronunciation. In Miami, it's either Jesus or it's Jesus. Right. So if it's all beautiful, God's Son, literally robes, died on the cross, nailed it, that's Jesus, right? If all of a sudden he comes in 3 hours late, wants to get paid under the table, smells like weed, ripped jeans, carrying a 6-pack of Modelo, that's Jesus. If he walked on water, that's Jesus, right? If all of a sudden you hear something walking on your roof at 3 a.m. going, where's the weed? That's Jesus, right? If all of a sudden you walk in your house and you see your grandmother, she's sitting there on the lazy boy, clutching her pearls, crying, she's praying to Jesus, right? If all of a sudden you walk in your house and you hear something coming from the bedroom and you open up the bedroom door, that's when you find out your girlfriend is cheating on you and fucking Jesus, right? So, how am I doing on time, John?
You got 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
If you
All
like.
right. I got a couple more for you. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So the other day I was on a dating site, and I was talking to this girl. We went through your normal like, hi, how you doing? We start getting a little bit more personal, and she literally is like, "Are you the type of guy that likes to share your feelings?" I'm like, I type back, "Yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to share my feelings." So then I get back, "Well, how do you like to share your feelings as a guy?" I'm like, where is this girl going with this? So I responded, as a guy, I like to share my feelings, I don't know, on a sock, on a Kleenex. If I'm feeling classy and it's date night, maybe one of those nice microfiber blue cloths. I don't know. After that, she unfriended me and blocked me, so I guess that wasn't the right answer. What can I say? Oops. Down in Miami, you guys know that there's the arches that they're building, those big, giant, freaking eyesores that are way over budget. They were supposed to be done like 5 years ago. They're not hurricane proof. Well, maybe they made them now. They used faulty concrete. You guys know which arches I'm talking about? All right. Well, I did a little research, and these arches, they're trying to emulate the St. Louis arches. Okay, that kind of makes sense to me. The St. Louis, it's the gateway to the West, right? It's a big, beautiful arch. And then I started scratching my head for a minute, and I'm like, the St. Louis arch emulates the gateway to the West. What the fuck is Miami trying to emulate here? Like, what is Miami the gateway to? And then I'm like, Cocaineville? So then I did a little bit more research, and I can't make this up. The name of the architect that is actually building and designing these arches, his name is Donald McDonald. So pretty much Miami is getting McArches, McCocaine arches. And on that note, all I gotta say, guys, is thank you for my time, and ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm snorting at Miami. Thank you for having me out here. Thank you for your host, John. Give it up to John.
And give it up again for Jason Wool. Guys, you made it. You guys made it through it. All right, you guys gone through all these comedians. Thank you guys for coming tonight.